Okay, so hello everybody, and thank you for joining me one more time as the expert today, both in Facebook Live and also in this Zoom session. Today we're going to talk about managing multiple accounts and family trees on MyHeritage. My name is Daniel Horowitz, and I'm the expert genealogist at MyHeritage. I am dedicated to genealogy since 1986, and I had the pleasure to be the study guide editor and teacher of a family history project called Searching for My Roots down in Venezuela. Today, living in Israel, I volunteer my time for the Israel Genealogy Research Association and working very happily since 2006 for MyHeritage. And as always, this is a hands-on session. So buckle up and let's go straight to the website so I can show you the different options that you have to manage different accounts and different family trees on MyHeritage. And I'm going to start by making some clarifications. First of all, I am working with only one account under one email. Okay, so you don't really need to have multiple accounts on MyHeritage. You may have multiple websites and you may have multiple trees. So how do you know what do you have? Okay, so let's make this a little bit bigger probably so you will see it better and for me to see it also better. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay. So first of all, right here in the upper right corner of your MyHeritage website, you will see your name or the name that you have registered. And this is the account that you have created. You will see your ID right here also, and you will be able to access your profile, your settings, your sites, etc. So this is again, one email, one password, and actually one payment as well. Good to say it now before anybody asks. Then right from here, you can already see that one of the options is My Sites. So let me click over there and go straight into the My Sites pages. This means that I am a member or an administrator of all those websites. How do I know what I am in each one? Very easy. You actually see it right here on the first line. So in this case, I'm a site manager for this one. I'm a site manager for this. I am not a site manager for the Houdini website. Well, you will say, how come you are not? It's over there, it's your name. Yes, but remember that this demo account recognized me as Daniel Smith. So for everybody right now, I'm not Daniel Horowitz, I'm Daniel Smith. And Daniel Horowitz actually invited Daniel Smith to be part of this website. You will also notice another difference is the X on the corner. That means that I can remove myself from this website. For whatever reason, if I don't want to be a member of that website anymore, I can just click this X and go out. And I can do that also with other sites that I don't manage. But I do have a few that I manage. And how can I open a new website as well under the same account? Right here on the bottom left. You see where I highlighted? Create another site. This will actually create a website for you, either to put photos, either to put your family tree, or either just to manage DNAs as whatever you would like to do with the site. Now, you know that I'm a genealogist and I'm not in the sales department, but I have to tell you that payment for premium, premium plus, or complete are all per website. You can see that actually here. This tree next to the name of the site, it tells you that this site is actually a premium plus. You see how the balloon pops up over there when I leave the mouse over the tree. This one, it's a basic one. You see that there is no tree. Also, this is basic one. So the ones that have a tree are premium plus or complete, and the ones that doesn't have any indication means that they are basic, so you are not paying for those. Okay, let's go now then to My Family Tree and show you another place where you can jump between your different websites or the websites where you have access to. In the other side of the screen, in the upper left corner, you will see that says My Family Website. Well, it says My Family Website because that is the name of my website. You see here all the other websites that I have been either invited or that I manage, and I can just click here and go to that website with a simple click. I just click on the Houdini one, and now you see I am in the Houdini website and I have all kind of different information here. And it's actually said that Daniel Horowitz is the site creator, and I will be able to communicate with him, which is not me. Now, let's go back to My Family website where I know that I actually have more than, wait, we did this. I have more than one family tree in this website. How do I know that? Well, because I built it, the website, and I maintain it. No, seriously, because on the upper left corner, you see the name of your tree or whatever name you have chosen to name the tree. And then you see a little triangle pointing down. And if you don't see that, it means that you only have one tree on your website. In here, I can click and then, why it's that highlighted? Okay, then you will see all the family trees that you have in your website. So the answer to the question, can I have more than one family tree on my website? Sure. Yes, of course you can. And I have, as you can see here, many of those. And also with just a simple click, I can jump between different trees, and then I can choose and change also the view of the trees. If I want to view it in a family view or in a pedigree view or fan or the list. Okay, so each one will have a different amount of individuals. And by the way, the number that you see next to it is actually the amount of individuals that I have in each tree. Where else can you actually see your trees and manage them according to your preferences? Under Family Tree, you will see Manage Trees. And when you click over there, you will get to this page. Now, you still can go to Manage Trees if you still have only one tree. But if you have multiple, you will be able to see a list like this. And here you will see also the source. So the source could be the website, and I may have added a family tree manually, or it's a JEDCOM that I imported at some point, or it's coming from the family tree builder software that MyHeritage. It will also tell you the language, the amount of individuals, last time update, and of course the actions that you can do on your trees. Always export, download as JEDCOM, set as the default tree, or delete the tree. So if you have ever been wanting to know where you can delete a tree, right here, you have the delete option in the different actions. You can also here set the settings for the tree. If you want it private, semi-private, change the name, whatever you want to do, you can do that in edit tree. And then if you would like to add a different tree under your account in this website, you have here in the upper right corner a link that says add family tree. Whenever you are clicking there, and I am going to click just to show you, because you need to know that you will always be part of that tree. So it's actually starting with you, and then it's asking for your father and your mother. And what if you want to add a tree that you're not related to, right? You may want to do that. Well, I just go there. Oh, I forgot. Yes, I need at least the last name of my father. And then I'm creating this new tree. I'm going to skip the magic 7 because I'm not interested here to add people this way. Of course, it's not, oh, I'm not a robot. Oh, okay, security over everything. I think I got it right. Bicycles. Good. So I can continue. As you can see, MyHeritage takes privacy and very seriously. Okay, so remember, I only put my name and the other person's name or my father's last name. So now what I do is I go to my person, I double click, or I just pull out the left panel and I go to more. I delete this person, meaning I'm deleting myself from the family tree. I said yes. And now I only have one individual. And now I can just put whatever name I want to do here. Let's go with Levi. Why not? And here I can just keep on building my family tree in my website. If I will go to manage tree, I'm sorry, if I click family tree first, I want to show you this. I will get to this one. No, why? I wanted to go to the default one. I think I know what happened, but just to make extra sure. Okay, so then I go to manage trees and I can see at the very bottom, the one with one person, right here, Smith family tree 1 with one person. This is the one that I just created. And where is my default tree? How do I know which one is the default one? Because I see the green icon next to the name. So I know that the Smith family tree is the default one. Okay, now just to make sure, because I think something happened while I was creating the tree and I don't want to mess up with your trees, I'm going to go to my profile and probably here, no, I'm going to see my trees and I can view in the tree. I was just checking, okay, that I was not disconnected to any tree. That can obviously happen. Okay, so I hope you will have found interesting and enlightening on how you can manage your accounts and your trees on MyHeritage. Very fast announcements for this week. Just to mention the photo storyteller section in the mobile app we just released, so you can record your memories on a particular image on MyHeritage, and the recording will be available also on the website. The color restoration is also the latest features that we released on the website to put the right colors into your family photos, and the genetic groups with the timeline that we added just a couple of weeks, and the details on the places and cities that are related to your genetic group's DNA. As always, you can also learn more about MyHeritage and how to be better genealogist by watching the webinars on legacy family tree webinars and for your convenience, as always, I am putting the links on the chat, and also reminding you that this and other recordings, lectures, webinars, and downloadable resources are available for you 24/7 at the MyHeritage knowledge base. You don't even need a registration. You only need to visit that URL and start enjoying the information. If you are viewing this as a recording or in Facebook, you're more than welcome to register in that URL, in that address that you see in the screen, and participate here with us live and ask your questions. And I will allow you to open your microphones in just one more second to ask your questions. Next week, we're going to be exploring the auto clusters and how to take the best advantage of that tool for your DNA on MyHeritage. So if you are ready, I am as well. So let me allow you to unmute your microphones. You're more than welcome always to visit the help center right there and find all the answers to your questions. So hello, everybody. And I do know that there are two people in the audience already with questions. Ingrid, you sent me a question by email. Do you want to say your question up loud?
Okay, can you hear me?
Very well.
Yoffi. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I wanted to know if we're doing a tree, like experimenting with smart matches or DNA matches, is it better to create it, which could be a temporary tree on the website or on Family Tree Builder?
Okay, so it really doesn't matter. It's whatever is easier for you to manage the tree. Now, if you do it in Family Tree Builder, just make sure that it syncs to the website because otherwise you're going to get matches only with the people that you're adding or the people that you're changing the information, okay? And those are the smart matches or the record matches. If what you're doing is, or what you're wanting is to play with your DNA matches, definitely has to be, again, on the website. And I will suggest you to build a good family tree over there so other people can also, you and other people can also be able to track your family. Okay. Excellent.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Pleasure. Francine, I see your hand up. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay, actually, I have 4 questions.
Wow. Let's go one at a time, please.
Okay. The first, I want to thank you first. And then, based on what you were saying today, can you copy one portion of your tree to a new tree without inputting all of the names of the relatives?
You will be able to extract part of a tree, but only using the Family Tree Builder. The website will not allow you to split or merge family trees.
Okay. Then
Next.
on the next question is, when I send an email to somebody, they're saying something about you don't want spam, and here is your code, and how do you find a code? And apparently the emails are going through anyway.
Wait, I didn't understand the question.
Okay. There's a portion that you're matched with your DNA on Family Tree, and then you can send a message to that person through Family Tree. And so you write your message, and beneath that, it says, code. We don't want spam. And they supposedly give you a code, but there is no code there. Don't know how to get it.
Francine, I will have to be honest as always. I have no idea. I never heard about that, but I'm going to ask, and I hope to have the answer for next week.
Okay, the emails are going through, and thanks to Family Tree, I found.
But you wait. Are you talking Family Tree DNA?
No. MyHeritage.
Okay.
due to my
Okay.
matches, I answered one of those, and I found a whole side of family that I knew. I just knew the name of a couple of people. I knew a Hebrew name, not an English name. I knew bits and pieces that were in my memory bank and knew nothing about them. And so now I have a whole new side of the family. And so I want to thank you first for that. So
Okay.
now,
Pleasure.
okay, now, can you add ancestry locations? It's a different question, but part of the DNA matching. Uh, the matches I have named what I had in the places and locations of what I knew 4 years ago. Now I knew now a half a dozen more. How can I add them to my DNA locations?
You cannot add locations to your DNA. Okay, you can add locations to your tree and
Right.
to the people in your tree. The locations that you're seeing on your DNA page is the location where your matches are.
No, that's not what I mean. When I look
Okay.
and when I compare one person to another, they will say
Yes.
your locations and their locations. But now
Okay.
I have more locations and they're not showing
No,
up at all.
no, but if I understand correct, Francine is talking about your current location, like the country where you registered with MyHeritage.
But I'm saying now I know more.
No, you are in one place.
No, it lists a
It
whole
doesn't
bunch of
matter
places.
where Francine, is not your ancestral places.
That's what I'm talking about, my ancestral places.
You don't add your ancestral places to the DNA, you add it to your family tree.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, just one
Now,
last question, please. People have
okay.
sent me death certificates and pictures of grapes, headstones and whatever. Can I take them from Gmail and copy them into MyHeritage?
Definitely, you should download from your email the image and then upload it as photos to MyHeritage.
Okay, thank you. And I do appreciate it. I found some really lovely cousins. Thank you.
Excellent, pleasure. Bev, I see you have a question here in the chat. You like to open your microphone and explain?
Yeah, I'm not, can you hear me okay?
Very well, yes.
Maybe I don't have a need for the different websites. I'm not quite understanding why I would want to create another tree. Because
Okay.
an example being like my sister-in-law, she's on my tree because she's married to my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And if I wanted to add her specific family, why not just branch off of her box
Bev,
on my tree as
I
opposed to creating
totally agree with you, Bev, but
okay.
I do know some people don't want to have their sister-in-law family tree together with their trees. So they create a different tree in the same website. And then I have to say that whoever you invite to your website will be able to see both your tree and your in-laws trees. Now, there is other cases, for example, if you have a very good friend that knows a little bit less than you on genealogy and you want to help that friend build their family tree, you could build her family tree on your website. I will definitely not recommend you to do that, but you could. That will be probably the option to open a new website, and then you can invite, or you can ask your friend to invite you to their website and manage two different websites. Some people just don't want to have their own tree with their spouse's tree all together. Again, that's how some people like to keep their family trees. And MyHeritage just allow you to do that. Marta, I think you have something to say about that, or you have a question. Thank you very much, Bev. Marta? Marta going once? Okay, Martha is saying, I currently have my tree and my husband's tree in MyHeritage separately on a different logins. If I put them together in one tree and one login, will that make the DNA results harder to identify? No, it doesn't have anything to do with the DNA results. On the contrary, I think no, it will have nothing to do, because the DNA will be your DNA and will show your branch of the DNA, and your husband's DNA will show his branch. So it will be very clear. Just make sure, and no matter what you do with your trees, whenever you are manipulating them, to make sure that you know exactly that the DNA is matched to which profile, because we have talked about this many times. If you delete a tree, the connection between the DNA and the tree is going to disappear, then you will not know who is that DNA. So be very careful. Cassandra, I got your questions. But I don't know if you want to open the microphone and try to voice them. Okay. I
I'm
know.
on hold with MyHeritage, so it's kind of noisy. So probably not.
Okay. No problem. So then let me read your question. You said, I manage multi-DNA accounts. I want them to access their tree and info, but do not want their spouse's family trees in my tree. I need them to see their family trees and info and not to have other not related to them. Well, if you're managing somebody else's DNA tree, I'm sorry, if you're managing somebody else's DNA, I will suggest you to have at least the ancestors for that person. So you don't need to put the spouse or any other people, just their ancestors, because remember that when the DNA match, what we're trying to get is the common ancestor for you, or the person in the kid, and the match for that kid. You cannot share just a tree. You have to share a site. Yes, that's right. You invite people to come to your site, and then they can see everything. And an option besides creating a new site for each person I manage, and I'm attaching their DNA to a tree. Well, I'm not sure I understand that part, but let me try to figure that out, and maximum I will answer you on an email. Anybody else? One last question before we go.
Daniel, hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Can I ask a question? What is through lines and how does it relate to MyHeritage?
Well, I have no idea what is True Lines, because I don't know any feature called True Lines on MyHeritage, so I will not be able to answer your question.
Daniel?
Yes, Aliza.
Yeah, but I love your lectures and information and everything. I'm not sure if I am on MyHeritage tree at all, but if I want to look it up, because my relatives is doing it and I'm getting sometimes emails from them, do I have to pay every year new payment for them?
No, if you are in their website, they are paying for you. You are enjoying everything that MyHeritage offers. You only need to pay if they don't pay. That will be one option. Or if you want to see records on MyHeritage, then you will need to get the data plan on MyHeritage.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. With pleasure. Yes.
This is Peggy. Do you hear me?
Hi, Peggy. Yes, I can hear you. Just before I say goodbye.
Yes, thank you. Real quick. I have 2 trees for one family, and it's called like 1 and 2. How do I make that all be one? I didn't mean to make 2 different trees.
Well, one way will be using Family Tree Builder, the software. You will be able to merge those two trees and then synchronize them to the website. Another option will be to download both as JET comes and use other tool in the cloud and the internet in order to merge different trees and then repost them to the website. MyHeritage, unfortunately, doesn't have capabilities on the website to merge family trees or to split family trees.
Okay, thank you
Okay.
so very much.
My pleasure. Thank you all for being here. I hope to see you next week on our next session. Until then, please stay safe, take good care of yourself and your family. Do a little bit of genealogy, why not? And have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.
Gracias, Daniel. Chao.